أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين.
Fusus al-Iman is a concise format of explanations related to Sahih Iman based on Tafsir Asadi and Irshad al-Asadi. This book series is named Fusus al-Iman, Bezels of Faith, with the intention that it may be used by the people as an anchor of Sahih Iman when sailing in the oceans of knowledge of Quran and Ahadith. For the students of Quran and Ahadith, Fusus al-Iman can act as a primer that will help them solidify their Iman and prepare them for facing the onslaught of deviant sects who misinterpret the Quranic verses and Ahadith to lead them away from Islam. Since Sahih Iman is the essential requirement of salvation in hereafter, it is important to have correct understanding of all issues related to Sahih Iman to become eligible for salvation. This book contains selected verses from the surah. The explanations of these verses will, insha'Allah, benefit all Muslims of the world in protecting their Iman.
ألف لام را كتاب أحكمت آياته ثم فصلت من لدن حكيم خبير.
Translation: Alif Lam Ra. This is a book, the verses of which are full of wisdom, explained in detail by the wise, the well-aware Lord. Explanation: Alif Lam Ra. Alif Lam Ra is known as a solemn verse, Ayat Muqatta. 14 Arabic alphabets have been used in varied combinations in 14 solemn verses, Ayat Muqatta, in the form of initials of 29 chapters of Holy Quran. Alif Lam Ra is one of them. Since Quran is Mubin, its description is clear and manifest. The meanings of all verses of Quran, including solemn verses, are surely known to its principal addressee, that is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It is also likely that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has informed the meanings of these verses to some of his Sahaba and Awliya Allah. We believe in whatever is meant by the solemn verses by Allah and His Apostle sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Since we have been commanded to read the Quran carefully and try to understand the significance of every verse of the Quran, we do ponder over these verses. And when we think, by focusing our attention towards Allah and His Apostle Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam for guidance, it comes to our mind that the solemn verses are actually the solemn titles of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam given by Allah throughout the Quran. Our understanding is based on the fact that Allah has addressed Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the Quran by specific names like Muzammil, O beloved who covers self in a coverlet, Mudassir, O beloved who covers self in a bedsheet. With this understanding, it is most likely that Prophet ﷺ's other names or titles have been mentioned in Quran by denoting certain initials or alphabets.
وهو الذي خلق السماوات والأرض في 6 أيام وكان عرشه على الماء ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا ولئن قلت إنكم مبعوثون من بعد الموت ليقولن الذين كفروا إن هذا إلا سحر مبين.
Translation: It is He who created the heavens and the earth in 6 days, and His throne was upon the waters, that He may test you which of you is best in conduct. Yet, if you say you will indeed be raised up after death, the faithless will surely say, this is nothing but manifest sorcery. Explanation: The life is manifested in the shape of water in our physical world. The meaning of water in the above verse may be life, hayat. Since Allah created the entire cosmos in 6 days, 6 spans, His tajalli dominant in the creation of the cosmos was life, hayat. Allah was giving life to the cosmos. To explain this fact to human beings, Allah says that it is He who created the heavens and the earth in 6 days, and His throne was upon the waters. Allah and His Apostle Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam know best.
أم يقولون افتراه قل فأتوا بعشر سور مثله مفتريات وادعوا من استطعتم من دون الله إن كنتم صادقين.
Translation: Do they say of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he has forged the Quran? Say, then bring 10 surahs like it and call anyone except Allah to help you if what you say is true. Explanation: Allah has challenged the entire humanity and jinns many a time in Quran that if they doubt in Quran, they should bring 10 surahs like that of Quran. At another place in Quran, the challenge is reduced to 1 surah. It is in Quran, if you doubt in this Quran which has been sent down on our chosen servant Apostle Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then bring a chapter like it and call all your helpers other than Allah if you are truthful. Al-Baqarah 23. Since the word of Allah and the word of His creature cannot be equated, this challenge remains unfulfilled and will remain so till the day of resurrection. It is consensus of all Islamic scholars that Quran is a miracle bestowed on Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a like of which cannot be produced by any human or jinn. The inimitability of Quran or the exception of Quran has been a subject of discussion among Islamic scholars for a long time. Some viewpoints in this context are given below. First, some earlier people thought that Allah incapacitated competent people or turned them away from taking up the challenge of imitating Quran. This hypothesis was wrong. If you accept this hypothesis, then Quran does not remain a miracle. Rather, Allah incapacitating the people to write a book like that of Quran becomes a miracle. It is in Quran, say, O Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if the mankind and the jinns were together to produce the like of this Quran, they could not produce the like thereof, even if they helped one another. Al-Isra 88. The above verse confirms that since Quran is the word of Allah, a like of it cannot be produced by a human being or creature. The suspicion of disbelievers that the Prophet ﷺ might have authored it has been condemned by Allah. It is in Quran. Or do they say he, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, has made it up? Rather, they do not believe. Then let them produce a statement like it if they are truthful. At-Tur 33-34. The Arabs of Prophet ﷺ's time acknowledged the superiority of the speech of Quran. The smallest surah in Quran is Al-Kawthar, that consists of 3 small verses. In the past 1450 years, no one has been able to bring a like of it. After seeing the surah, a prominent Arabic poet of Quraysh during Prophet ﷺ's time wrote, "This is not from the speech of a servant." Second, some people thought that the choice and arrangement of the words of Quran makes it exceptional. Scholars like A. Abdul Khahir al-Jurjani, d. 1078 CE, in his Dalail al-Ijaz, B. Fakhr ad-Din al-Razi, d. 1209, in his book Nihayat al-Ijaz fi Dirayat al-Ijaz, and C. Al-Zamakhshari, d. 1144 CE, in his Tafsir al-Kashaf, have explained this uniqueness in detail. Third, later scholars upheld the rhetorical superiority of Quran, but considered that the contents of the Quran are also a miracle. We have briefly discussed the miraculous nature of Quran in A. Style, B. Literature, C. Content, and D. Effect. Quran comes out glaringly clear in terms of eloquence and rhetoric upon literate people, Arabs or non-Arabs alike. What praise can be uttered about the comprehensiveness of eloquence and rhetoric of the noble ahadith, the utterance of which is connected with Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, whose behest is, the Prophet ﷺ said, "I have been given the comprehensiveness of speech. My eloquence is unparalleled among Arabs and non-Arabs." Abi Shayba and Abu Ya'la. In spite of that, Quran is different altogether. Its style is distinct from the style of ahadith. Thus, it is clear that Quran is not the speech of the Apostle ﷺ. It is in Quran, O Prophet ﷺ, you did not recite before it, Quran, any scripture, nor did you inscribe one with your right hand. Otherwise, the falsifiers would have doubt. Al-Ankabut 48. Quran's literature. As a literary monument, the Quran stands unique. It has neither forerunners nor successors. The Arabic language and speech is divided into two branches. First, rhymed poetry, and second, prose. We will not go into details here, but the challenge of Quran is to produce a piece of work that does not fall into all the branches of Arabic poetry and prose. And it should also contain comprehensive meaning and rhetoric. The Arabs could not bring even 3 verses like that of Quran. They realized that Quran's form does not fit in any of the Arabic literature categories. During the early period of Prophet ﷺ's declaration of prophethood, a prominent person from Quraysh, Al-Qama bin Abdul Munaf, is reported to have addressed the leaders of Quraysh in Makkah in the following words: O Quraysh, a new calamity has befallen upon you. When Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was young, he was the most liked among you, most truthful in speech and most trustworthy, until when you saw grey hairs on his temple and he brought you his message, you said that he was a sorcerer, but he is not, for we have seen such people and their spittings and their knots. You said he was a diviner, but we have seen such people and their behavior, and we have heard their rhymes. You said he is a soothsayer, but he is not a soothsayer, for we have heard their rhymes. You said he was a poet, but he is not a poet, for we have heard all kinds of poetry. You said he was possessed, but he is not, for we have seen the possessed, and he shows no signs of their gasping and whispering and delirium. O people of Quraysh, look at your affairs, realize the intensity and truthfulness of this new message. By God, a very serious thing has been sent down upon you. Quran's content. It is evident that human beings neither have knowledge of the past nor of future. A person knows only the thing which is in front of their eyes. It means his knowledge is limited to his observations. At most, he contemplates with his observation and tries to deduce things. Tidings of the unknown is not the work of the material man. Until Allah's help is not there in between, this cannot be accomplished. There are details of these happenings in Quran about which the entire family of the Prophet ﷺ was unaware, like Adam a.s., Hawa a.s., and Satan's episode, the incident of Habil and Qabil, the happening of Ibrahim a.s., Ismail a.s., Lut a.s., Isa a.s., Yaqub a.s., Yusuf a.s., episodes of Saleh a.s., and the nation of Samud, the happenings of Shuaib a.s., and the people of Madain and Aika, Dawood a.s. and Sulaiman a.s. and Musa a.s., Harun a.s., Pharaoh, Haman, and the descendants of Israel, and Harun's affairs, Zulqarnain, the people of Sabah, Azhab al-Akhdud, Azhab al-Kahf, Azhab al-Raqim, and Azhab Rus. All their incidents have been mentioned in the Quran that were recognized by the adversaries in the Prophet ﷺ's time. It is in Quran, but Quran is a confirmation of what was before it and a detailed explanation of the earlier scripture about which there is no doubt from the Lord of the worlds. Yunus 37. There are foretellings in Quran which till now continuously proves to be true and correct. A few of these are given below. A. It is in Quran. Soon their multitude will be put to fight and they will show their backs, run away. Al-Qamar 45. This was the foretelling of the people of Badr, in which the Qurayshi pagans lost and ran away. This foretelling was fulfilled by Allah. B. It is in Quran. O Prophet ﷺ, tell the rural Arabs who were left out at the journey of Hudaybiyah that you will be called in confrontation against the formidable fighters, Romans and Persians, and you will be fighting with them till they become Muslims. Al-Fatah 16. The wars with Romans and Persians were fought during the caliphate of Hadrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu ta'ala anhu and Hadrat Umar Farooq radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. This was the glad tiding of the caliphate of Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu ta'ala anhu and Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. C. It is in Quran. Undoubtedly, Allah had shown His Apostle sallallahu alaihi wasallam a true dream that by Allah's will, you Muslims will enter Masjid al-Haram, Kaabatullah, without fear and peril in all composure, and in there some of you will have your heads shaven and some will have your hairs cut. Al-Fath 27. This was the foretelling about the victory of Makkah which Allah fulfilled. Quran's effect. Before Prophet Muhammad ﷺ's migration to Medina, the chief of Medina, Asad bin Zirara, went out of his house fully armed with an ulterior motive of exiling Musab bin Umair radiallahu ta'ala anhu, who was sent by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to preach in Medina. But the voice of someone reciting the verses of the Quran fell on his ears. The effect of these verses was so great that he embraced Islam at the hand of Musab bin Umair radiallahu ta'ala anhu, the very person he wanted to exile. Khalid bin Aqba, who, while passing by, heard the verses of Quran being recited, he was mesmerized and said, "By Allah, there is a strange sweetness in it. There is a strange freshness. Its roots are saturated with water and its branches are overladen with fruits. Man cannot converse like this." Utbah was an eminent leader of Quraysh infidels. When Prophet ﷺ recited Quran, he placed both his hands on the ground and started swaying to and fro, weeping. When Walid heard Quran, he said, "In it there is freshness and sweetness." There are many instances when people accepted Islam just from listening to the verses. The effects of Quranic verses are varied. They are also useful in answering of the objectives or wishes and prevention of disease and warding off of evil touch. Many books have been written by Islamic scholars in this regard. The book like Shamsul Ma'arif by Buni and Muraqqa Kalimi of Kalimullah Jahanabadi, etc. are important in this context. In the invocations mentioned in these books, the supreme and the most effective invocations are invocation from the verses of Quran.
أولئك الذين ليس لهم في الآخرة إلا النار وحبط ما صنعوا فيها وباطل ما كانوا يعملون.
Translation: It is they for whom there is nothing in the hereafter but the fire. All that they produce in it, this world, has come to nothing, and all that they were doing is vain. Explanation: The above verses are important to know the fact behind the luxurious lives of those who spend their lives in the pursuit of comforts in this world. Whatever they pursue, they are provided for. A person who is in pursuit of his and his family's welfare in this world, as well as in hereafter, will be provided as per his efforts. Thus, it is important that we should strive for providing a decent life to our children and other dependents by educating ourselves in such a way that we can ensure a good living for ourselves and others. At the same time, we should not ignore the commandments of Allah and His Apostle ﷺ and lead our life as an honest Muslim to ensure our salvation and rewards in hereafter.
ولقد أرسلنا نوحا إلى قومه إني لكم نذير مبين.
Translation: We sent Nuh alayhi salam to his people, and he said, "I give you a clear warning." Explanation: The stories of the prophets are repeated again and again in Quran to warn people of the consequences of rejecting the signs of Allah. The story of Prophet Nuh alayhi salam is described here to serve as a warning to those who persistently rejected the message of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So far, arguments were presented to them to identify their misdeeds and warn them about the consequences. From here, examples of the people of Nuh alayhi salam and other prophets are given to let them remind what happened to them for rejecting Allah's signs.
حتى إذا جاء أمرنا وفارت النور قل نحمل فيها من كل زوجين اثنين وأهلك إلا من سبق عليه القول وما آمن معه إلا قليل.
Translation: When our command was issued and the waters gushed forth from the source, we said, "Take into the ark a pair of every species and members of your family other than those against whom the sentence has already been passed, and those who come to believe." But only a few believed in him. Explanation: It looks from the above verse that when the command of Allah came, the water started gushing from a specific oven, at-tanur, or maybe from many springs from the earth followed by heavy rains. Thus the entire planet Earth was covered with water. It is in Quran, "Then we opened the gates of the skies with rain pouring down, and caused the earth to burst into springs, and the waters met for a matter already predestined. Al-Qamar 11-12. Thus everyone who disbelieved drowned. The generations that came after Prophet Nuh a.s. were the descendants of the people rescued by Nuh a.s. in his ark. It is in Quran, O descendants of those we carried in the ark with Nuh a.s. Al-Isra 3. It is in Quran, those were the ones upon whom Allah bestowed favor from among the prophets of the descendants of Adam a.s. and of those we carried in the ship with Nuh a.s. and if the descendants of Ibrahim a.s. and Israel a.s. and of those whom we guided and chose. When the verses of the Most Merciful were recited to them, they fell in prostration and weeping. Maryam 58.
تلك من أنباء الغيب نوحيها إليك ما كنت تعلمها أنت ولا قومك من قبل هذا فاصبر إن العاقبة للمتقين.
Translation. This is news of the unknown we reveal to you, which neither you nor your people knew before. So, O Prophet ﷺ, endure with patience. The future is for those who keep away from evil and follow the straight path. Explanation. The accounts of earlier prophets have been provided in Quran at numerous places, and every time these are meant to caution people that if they repeat the actions of the past, people in denying the signs of Allah and getting involved in excessive evil, they will meet with the same fate as earlier people.
وإلى عاد أخاهم هودا قال يا قوم اعبدوا الله ما لكم من إله غيره إن أنتم إلا مفترون.
Translation. And to the people of Ad we sent Hud a.s., their brother. He said, O my people, worship Allah. You have no other God besides Him. You have fabricated the idols you worship.
قال يا قوم أرأيتم إن كنت على بينة من ربي وآتاني منه رحمة فمن ينصرني من الله إن عصيته فما تزيدونني غير تخسير.
Translation. He said, O my people, have you considered that if my Lord has clearly shown me the way and I have His blessings too, then who will save me from Allah if I disobey Him? You will only add to my ruin. Explanation. After listening the above argument, the people of Saleh a.s. demanded a miracle from him. They also demanded the specifics of the miracle. They said a she-camel should appear for them who should give birth to a baby, and its milk should be sufficient for a large number of people. Thus, a she-camel miraculously appeared in front of them from a hill and gave birth to a baby. She was very huge, and its milk was sufficient for a large number of people. Since they were fully aware that the she-camel was a miracle, they allowed it to graze freely for a while as per the instructions of Saleh a.s. However, they got used to it and started taking it easy and eventually killed it and thought that nothing will happen to them. They even challenged Prophet Saleh a.s. to bring the promised punishment on them.
ولقد جاءت رسلنا إبراهيم بالبشرى قالوا سلاما قال سلام فما لبث أن جاء بعجل حنيذ.
Translation. And our messengers, angels, came to Ibrahim a.s. with good news. They said, Peace be on you. He answered, Peace be on you. And he delayed not in bringing a roasted calf for them to eat.
ولما جاءت رسلنا لوطا سيء بهم وضاق بهم ذرعا وقال هذا يوم عصيب.
Translation. And when our messengers, the angels, came to Lut a.s. in human form as handsome youths, he was anguished for them and felt for them great discomfort, not being able to protect them from his disbelieving people, and said, This is a trying day.
وإلى مدين أخاهم شعيبا قال يا قوم اعبدوا الله ما لكم من إله غيره ولا تنقصوا المكيال والميزان إني أراكم بخير وإني أخاف عليكم عذاب يوم محيط.
Translation. And to Midian we sent Shuaib alayhi salam, their brother, a person from their own community. He said, O my people, worship Allah. You have no other God besides Him, and do not decrease from the measure and the scale. Indeed, I see you in prosperity, but certainly I fear for you the punishment of an all-encompassing day.
وَلَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا مُوسَى بِآيَاتِنَا وَسُلْطَانٍ مُبِينٍ.
Translation. Certainly we sent Musa alayhi salam with our signs and manifest authority.
خالدين فيها ما دامت السماوات والأرض إلا ما شاء ربك إن ربك فعال لما يريد.
Translation. They shall remain in it for as long as the heavens and the earth endure, except what your Lord may wish. Indeed, your Lord does whatever He desires. Explanation. There are three types of people. First, those who have Sahih Iman and whose deeds are good. They will be in paradise. Second, those who have Sahih Iman but are sinful. They will serve their sentence of punishment for their sins or crimes, at the end of which they will be sent back to paradise from the mediation of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Third, those who do not have Sahih Iman will remain in hell forever. There are many deviant sects who call themselves Muslims and claim paradise for themselves. They should know that without Sahih Iman, their claim of Islamic deeds will not help them in hereafter.
ولا تركنوا إلى الذين ظلموا فتمسكم النار وما لكم من دون الله من أولياء ثم لا تنصرون.
Translation. And O people, do not incline towards the wrongdoers, lest the fire should touch you. No one can be your protector except Allah, nor will anyone be able to help you. Explanation. It is important for Muslims not to get fascinated by the riches and customs of wrongdoers within and outside Islam. Getting fascinated by the customs and culture of the non-Muslims may lead you to commit an act of kufr knowingly or unknowingly, and there is a chance that you will go out of Islam. Similarly, getting fascinated with customs and culture of the so-called Muslims who may be munafiqeen, or who are fearless of Allah, or who are involved in blasphemy of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Sahaba and Awliya Allah, there is a chance that you may lose your Iman. In both cases, the risks are high. Thus, it is important that while you are polite and cordial with everyone in the world, safeguard your Iman at any cost and die as Muslim.
وما كان ربك ليهلك القرى بظلم وأهلها مصلحون.
Translation. Your Lord would never destroy the townships unjustly while their inhabitants were reformers. Explanation. If there had been more people among the past generations of the past communities who were religious and virtuous with good sense, probably would have influenced their communities towards good, and their communities could have been saved from the punishment they suffered. There were very, very few good people among them who could not influence the large number of people. For their goodness they were saved, but their communities, because of their evil acts and collective transgression, were destroyed. Allah would never destroy the townships unjustly while their inhabitants were reformers.
صدق الله العلي العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم.